We think Ross Becker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local. We're knowledgeable. We have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here. You can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of High School Softball on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the North Washington Rodeo. I'm Chris Rossetti. It's an audio-only broadcast today. It's PIAA opening round 2A. Neshannock, the two-time defending state champions, the WPIAL runners-up against the Brockway Rovers, the District 9 champions, making their first appearance in over 20 years. Neshannock 17-7 on the year. Brockway 18-3. Let's take a look at our starting lineups for each of these teams today. For Neshannock, under the direction of Jacqueline Lash, they'll lead off with their second baseman, Brianna Frengel. Batting second and in center field, Jaden Nogue. Batting third, the catcher, Gabby Antuano. Batting fourth and doing the pitching, Gianna Peglia. Batting fifth and at shortstop, Kaylee Bondi. Batting sixth and in right field, Gianna DiSalvo. Batting seventh and playing over at first base, Lily Kane. Batting eighth and at third base, Anna Measle. Batting ninth and in left field, Olivia Lambo. So it's Frengel, Nogue, Antuano, Peglia, Biondi, DiSalvo, Kane, Measle, and Lambo for Neshannock. For Don Allenbaugh's Brockway Rovers, they'll lead off with their third baseman, Peyton Kraft. Batting second and in right field, Rihanna Spinda. Batting third, the shortstop, Elizabeth Myers. Batting fourth, doing the catching, Mika Smith. Batting fifth, a little bit of a surprise to the lineup today, Jade Whitehill. She's playing over at first base in replace of Ella Wrights, one of the best hitters on this Brockway team. Coach's decision, I am told. Batting sixth, it is Bella Patton. She is in center field. Batting seventh and the designated player, Maya Freemer. Batting eighth and at second base, Sierra Freemer. And batting ninth, the left fielder, Sophia Schmader. So it's Kraft, Spinda, Myers, Mika Smith, Whitehill, Patton, Maya Freemer, Sierra Freemer, and Sophia Schmader. In the circle for Brockway, it'll be Bailey Carberry. Carberry 8-2 on the year with a 3.52 earned run average, 55 2/3 innings pitched. She has given up 74 hits and 34 walks while striking out 48. She will be opposed by Gianna Peglia. Peglia 8-2 on the year, 298 earned run average and 80 innings worth of work. She has given up 91 hits, 32 walks, and has struck out 130. We're going to take some time here to thank some of our sponsors. We'll be right back here on the YDL Sports Network.
Every donation tells a story. Every purchase creates an opportunity. At Goodwill Industries of North Central Pennsylvania, your donations and purchases help provide job training, employment support, and life-changing services right here in our communities. Whether you're shopping for great bargains or donating gently used items, you're helping to make a difference. Donate, shop, change a life. Goodwill Industries of North Central Pennsylvania, turning donations into opportunities. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Fran Morelli Sales and Service is a family-owned and operated used car dealership and auto repair facility that has been serving Brockway, Pennsylvania since 1976. At Fran Morelli Sales and Service, we stock a wide variety of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. You never have to worry about buying a vehicle from us, with each of our vehicles in our inventory going through a rigorous inspection process to make sure that your vehicle is in the best condition. Call our team of experts today at 814-265-1330 and check us out at franmorelli.com.
Need supplies for your lawn, garden, livestock, or home? Come to Wayland Farm Supply in DuBois. Serving the DuBois community since 1959, we carry top quality animal feed, farm essentials, garden gear, and power equipment, plus delivery, propane refills, and mower sharpening. Friendly staff, great products, and service you can count on all year long. Visit Wayland-Farm-Supply.com or stop by today on Watson Highway in DuBois. When it comes to transforming your property, trust the team at Bassetti Landscaping. Whether it's a custom patio, retaining wall, landscaping design, outdoor lighting, or keeping your lawn looking its best, Bassetti Landscaping delivers quality craftsmanship and dependable service every step of the way. Ready to upgrade your outdoor living space? Call 814-265-8683 or visit BassettiLandscaping.com. Bassetti Landscaping, creating outdoor spaces with memories that last a lifetime. Well, howdy there, rodeo fans. The 2026 North Washington Rodeo is sounding up August 18th through the 22nd with a big old kickoff party on the 17th. Grab your boots and hats for bronco riding, barrel racing, bull riding, and plenty of heart-pounding action. Gates at 6, show at 8, social hall serving up supper from 4 to 7. Missed dinner? No worries. We've got concessions rolling all night long on Oneida Valley Road in Petrolia, PA. Online at northwashingtonvfd.com/rodeo. Rain or shine, partner, this rodeo riding on.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs, because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
Back here at Heindel Field in DuBois, getting ready for this first round PIAA matchup between Neshannock, the WPL runner-up and two-time defending state champions, and Brockway, the District 9 champion. So correction to the records here, 17-6 is Neshannock, and looks like Brockway actually checks in at 16-6. I'm going to double check that Brockway the Brockway result. No, Brockway is 18-3. They have the wrong record on the PIAA brackets. Winner of this game will get the winner of Sagertown and Laurel. That is a 10-1, 7-3 game. That game will be in the quarterfinals on Thursday. So leading off here for Neshannock will be Brianna Frengel. Frengel, the second baseman, hitting .451 on the year with 12 driven in. Defensively, it is Whitehill at first, Sierra Freemers at second, Elizabeth Myers at shortstop, Peyton Kraft is over at third base, is in for ball one from Bailey Carberry here to get things started. In left field, Sophia Schmader. In center, Bella Patton. In right, Rihanna Spenda doing the catching, Mika Smith. Second pitch is call an illegal pitch there, maybe. 2 balls and no strikes. Now we're going to get a time called as Don Allenbaugh wants to discuss things with the home plate umpire about what he just called there, which I believe was an illegal pitch that he called. And so Allenbaugh looks out to Bailey Carberry and tells her, hey, you need to do something a little better there than what you did there. And so she seems to understand, and we'll be set here on the 2-0 pitch coming up. Wind into 2-0. That misses, and now it's 3-0. If you're wondering why we're just having audio broadcast today, it's $250 just to get in the door for video for each game, $50 for audio. Didn't make any financial sense to do a video broadcast, unfortunately. There's a called strike, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike here on Frengel. So again, defensively for Brockway, it's Whitehill, Sierra Freemer, Myers, and Kraft first to third. Schmader, Peyton, and Spindle left to right. Mika Smith doing the catching for Bailey Carberry, who just walks Brianna Frangel to start the game. So leadoff walk to Frangel. That'll bring up Jaden Nogue. Nogue hitting .542 on the season. This is a Neshannock team that can hit the softball. .397 as a team. They have scored a bunch of runs. Here's a bunt laid down. Third baseman Kraft up with it. Throws the ball out into right field. Her rounding third and coming home is Frangel. She'll score, and it is 1-0 Neshannock here in the top of the first inning on the bunt base hit by Nogue and the throwing error on Kraft. Antuano coming to the plate now. First pitch to Antuano, up high, ball 1. So the leadoff walk and then the air has Neshannock up 1-0. Down low, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Winding the 2-0. That's in there for a called strike, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike here on Antuano. Today's game being brought to you by Bassetti Landscaping in Brockway. 2-1 delivery. Outside, it's now 3 balls and 1 strike. Also by Tonesta Builders, Goodwill in North Central Pennsylvania. Framarelli Sales and Service. That's in there for a called strike, and it's now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Antuano. Payoff pitch. Foul down the third base side. Neshannock fell 4-1 in the WPIAL championship game to Bentworth. Brockway defeated Cranberry 10-7 in the District 9 title game. Carberry's payoff delivery is drilled down the left field line, but foul. Remain 3 balls and 2 strikes on Gabby Antuano. So shortstop Elizabeth Myers comes in, hands the softball to Carberry, has a word of encouragement for her. Payoff is ripped foul again down the third base side. Carberry, a junior. Her and Nevada Smith basically share the pitching duties for Brockway. Payoff pitch. Line drive, base hit into left field. Left fielder Schmader up with it. They're going to hold the runner at third as Schmader gets it in, and then going all the way to second, hustling there is Antuano, who will end up with a double. As Brockway was not paying a whole lot of attention to what Antuano was doing, and she just kept on running. So now second and third for Gianna Peglia, the pitcher with a chance to help herself. Takes ball 1 down low. Walk, bunt single, air, double, and it's 1-0, and runners are at second and third with nobody out, and it's now 2 balls and no strikes on Peglia. Winding the 2-0. That bounces in there, and now it's 3-0. You got to wonder how long Dawn Allenbaugh will go with Carberry, knowing that Smith and her have basically split the innings this year. 3 balls and no strikes in there for a called strike, and it's 3-1. Carberry set with the 3-1. That ball is fouled at the plate by Peglia, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Brockway's used to having to score a lot of runs. They give up a ton. Payoff pitch. Ground ball through the third baseman Kraft into left field for a base hit. That'll score another run, and it's 2-0 in favor of Neshannock as Antuano stops at third on the base hit by Peglia to left. Callie Biondi, the shortstop, comes to the plate. 339, 3 homers, and 23 RBIs. As we're going to get a courtesy runner at first base. It'll be Ella Skodak. So Skodak will run for Peglia at first. Still nobody out. 2-0 Neshannock here in the top of the first. Runner goes to second, throw down to third. Back in safely is Antuano as Skodak steals second base. So now second and third, nobody out. Already up 2-0 Neshannock here in the top of the first. Callie Biondi at the plate. 0-1 pitch to her is a base hit into left field. That's going to score 1. They're going to hold Skodak at third. And it is now 3-0 Neshannock and still nobody out and runners at the corners. Bring up Gianna DeSalvo. So a walk and 4 hits has Neshannock up 3-0. And here's a line drive, base hit to center field. It's going to be 4-0. Stopping at second is Biondi. That is 5 consecutive hits for Neshannock, and Don Allenbaugh is going to come out to the circle now. And discuss things with his pitcher and his infielders. Let's give us a chance to thank Bassetti Landscaping in Brockway for bringing you today's game. I hear that Bassetti Landscaping is working at Pete Greco, the athletic director and District 9 softball chairman's house currently. So Pete's really the one paying for this broadcast. So first and second, nobody out. 4 runs are in for Neshannock here in the top of the first as Lily Kane steps to the plate. The 7th batter of the inning for the Lancers, who have yet to commit an out. Carberry's pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Wide in the 0-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on Kane. Biondi's at second, DeSalvo's at first. Each of them had RBI singles here in the first, where it's 4-0 Neshannock. Carberry's 0-2 delivery. That ball is driven to left, but foul. So it remains no balls and 2 strikes on Kane. 197 to left, 201 to right, 217, 218 just to the right and left of the center field fence. 0-2 pitch in the ground, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. I'd say dirt, but we've got an all-turf field here. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wind in the 1-2. That's also in the synthetic dirt, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Kane. Leadoff walk followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, including a double by Antuano. Now it's a ball 3, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes to Kane. So Kane was behind in the count 0-2, has moved it full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. And there's ball 4, and the bases are loaded with still nobody out. And a Measle to the plate. Brockway will bring its infield in here in the first, already down 4-0, nobody out. First pitch to Measle, ball 1. So that's 5 straight balls thrown by Carberry. And again, how long can Don Allenbaugh stick with Carberry knowing he's got Smith? 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, bounces in and out of the glove of Mika Smith, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Wind into 1-1. Bounces in there, and it's 2 balls and a strike. No place to put Measle. She's the 8th batter of the inning for Neshannock. They've yet to commit an out. They lead 4-0 and have the bases loaded. Looking to put this game away before Brockway ever comes to the plate. 2-1 pitch is down low, and it's now 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike on Measle. Carberry takes a moment behind the rubber, now steps back on the rubber. Wind in the 3-1. Swing and a miss, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Count goes full on Measle with the bases loaded and nobody out in the first. 4 in for Neshannock. Wide in the pitch. There's a line drive to center field. That'll get another run home. Up with it is Patton. She'll throw it in, and the bases will remain loaded, and it's now 5-0 Lancers. RBI single to center for Measle. And now Olivia Lambeau, and now out comes Don Allenbaugh, and he's going to make a change. While he does that, we'll step away and thank some of our sponsors. You're watching or listening to High School Baseball on the YDL Sports Network.
When it comes to transforming your property, trust the team at Bassetti Landscaping. Whether it's a custom patio, retaining wall, landscaping design, outdoor lighting, or keeping your lawn looking its best, Bassetti Landscaping delivers quality craftsmanship and dependable service every step of the way. Ready to upgrade your outdoor living space? Call 814-265-8683 or visit BassettiLandscaping.com. Bassetti Landscaping, creating outdoor spaces with memories that last a lifetime.
Fran Morelli Sales and Service is a family-owned and operated used car dealership and auto repair facility that has been serving Brockway, Pennsylvania since 1976. At Fran Morelli Sales and Service, we stock a wide variety of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. You never have to worry about buying a vehicle from us, with each of our vehicles in our inventory going through a rigorous inspection process to make sure that your vehicle is in the best condition. Call our team of experts today at 814-265-1330 and check us out at franmorelli.com.
Every donation tells a story. Every purchase creates an opportunity. At Goodwill Industries of North Central Pennsylvania, your donations and purchases help provide job training, employment support, and life-changing services right here in our communities. Whether you're shopping for great bargains or donating gently used items, you're helping to make a difference. Donate, shop, change a life. Goodwill Industries of North Central Pennsylvania, turning donations into opportunities.
So Nevada Smith will take over here for Carberry. Smith on the year, 6-0 with a 392 earned run average. She is throwing 30 in the third innings, 33 hits, 34 strikeouts, 8 walks. So Carberry faces the first 8, does not get an out, gave up 6 hits, 2 walks, has been charged with 5 runs so far, and she's responsible for the 3 runners on base here as the bases are loaded for Neshannock with still nobody out for the number 9 hitter, Olivia Lambeau. Smith delivers, and it hits Lambeau, and it is now 6-0. So the first pitch delivered by Smith hits Lambeau. That'll score DeSalvo. Kane to third, Measle to second. And the Lancers have batted around. It's Brianna Frengel who walked and scored to lead off this inning. 6-0 Neshannock. This delivery misses, ball 1. So Frangel walked. Nogue bunt single, and there was an error on the third baseman Kraft that allowed Frangel to score. Then Antuano doubled. Paglia, Biondi, DeSalvo all singled. And there's a base hit in to right field. That's going to score one. They're going to hold the runner at third, and it is now 7-0 Neshannock as the hit parade continues. Still nobody out. So Jaden Nogue, who had a bunt single with Frangel scoring on the air earlier in this inning, 7 home, still nobody out for Neshannock, showing you why they're the 2-time defending state champions. Ball 1 outside. Ground ball, base hit into right field. That's going to score 1. They're going to hold the runner at third. It's now 8-0 Neshannock. Lambo to third, Frangel to second. Nogue with her second hit of the game, second hit of the inning. That'll bring up Gabby Antuano. Antuano doubled in her first at bat and scored a run this inning. Pops it up. That should be the infield fly. They are going to call the infield fly, and it's a good thing because the ball is dropped, and that's going to allow another run to score, and it is now 9-0. They finally get an out, and even on that, it is an error on the second baseman, Sierra Freemer, and you can advance at your own risk. So that is why the runner Lambo scores on the air. On the second baseman, Freemer. So it's now 9-0. Runners are at second and third. Finally an out on the 12th batter to bat for Neshannock, and now Paglia takes strike 1. 9-0 Neshannock in the first. Still runners at first and second with just 1 out. That ball is flowing out into right field. Coming in is Spinda. She'll make the catch. Runners heading to third. Spinda's throw is not in time. And now we have an umpire who is down, feeling his hamstring area, but he seems like he's going to be okay. So now there are 2 outs. And runners are at the corners for Callie Biondi. So Frengel's at third. Nogue's at first. 9 in for Neshannock here in the first. 14th batter of the inning. Runner heads to second. She'll steal second, and now it's second and third in 2 outs as it's ball 1 to Biondi. One-0 delivery. That's ball 2. Through the 13 batters, there's been 8 hits. 6 against the starter, Carberry, and 2 so far here. And there's a ball hit to left. That's going to be out of play, foul ball. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike on Biondi, who has an RBI single in this inning. So if you're Neshannock, you couldn't have drawn up a more perfect first inning. If you're Brockway, it's been a disaster of an inning to start your state playoffs. 2 balls and a strike on Biondi. Smith's pitch is hit into left field. That could be trouble. It is a foul ball. And it'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 here on Cali Biondi. Again, the 14th batter of the inning for Neshannock, who scored 9. 2-2 delivery, swing and a miss, and the inning finally comes to a close, but not before Neshannock scores 9 runs on 8 hits. There were a pair of errors and 2 left on base. We head to the bottom of the first. It's Neshannock 9 and Brockway coming to bat.
With locations in Chippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in DuBois. Whether it's a relaxing evening with friends at cozy family dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in DuBois, PA, crafted for you. In both baseball and softball, as in bowling, there's nothing better than a perfect strike. And DuBois Lanes on the Beeline in DuBois has been serving up a striking good time for nearly 70 years and is here for all your bowling needs. At DuBois Lanes, we have open bowling, leagues, birthday parties, and other special events, along with a great pro shop. Call today for open bowling hours or to book your next event. 814-371-0344. Check us out online at DuBoisLanes.com. DuBois Lanes is hoping for a striking year for the DCC Cardinals.
Go to the bottom of the first. The Brockway offense is going to have to have one of its best games of the year as they trail 9-0 to Neshannock. It'll be Kraft, Spinda, and Myers against Peglia. We'll set her defense in a second. Ball 1 here, trying to, looks like slap it was Kraft. Peglia again, 8-2, 298 earned run average. All she wants to do right now is throw strikes, and Kraft slaps that one foul. It'll be Lily Kane at first. Brianna Frengel is at second. Cali Biondi is the shortstop. Anna Measles at third. Olivia Lambo's in left. Jaden Nogay's in center. Gianna Peglia. Oh, it's not Gianna Peglia in right. Got that one wrong. Gianna DiSalvo in right as that ball was grounded to the second baseman. Frengel on to first in time. 1 away. So Gabby Antuano is doing the catching for Gianna Peglia. So it's Kane, Frengel, Biondi, Measle first to third. Lambo, Nogay, DeSalvo left to right. Antuano doing the catching for Gianna Peglia, whose first pitch to Spinda is back right to the circle. Throw once again, just getting the speedy Spinda, and it's 2 away. So quickly, 2 outs here in the Brockway first after Neshannock scored 9 in the top of this inning. So that'll bring up Elizabeth Myers. Myers hitting .468 on the year, 3 driven in. The ball is driven into deep right field. It's going to go over the head of the right fielder DeSalvo. Myers is on her way to second. She'll have a 2-out double for the Rovers. So that'll bring up Mika Smith. Smith hitting .395 on the year with 15 driven in. Now, in the on-deck circle is Ella Wright, so coach's decision didn't last very long there for Brockway. First pitch in there, strike 1. Wind in the 0-1 to Smith. Swing and a miss, 0-2 on Mika Smith. So no balls and 2 strikes on Smith. Peglia is 0-2. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. No runs. 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. At the end of 1 full inning, it's Neshannock 9 and Brockway nothing.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com. This summer, get in the game with Much Game Athletics. Register now for the Girls Shootout and Team Camp, June 12th and 13th, featuring JV and varsity games guaranteed 6 games per team. Register by May 31st. Plus, sign up for the Oil City area Boys and Girls Leagues with Girls Junior High, Boys Junior High, Boys Varsity, and Girls Varsity Leagues available. Guaranteed 9 games per team. For questions or information, contact Jeff Pauley at muchgame649@gmail.com or call 814-671-1176. Looking to score big on your next vacation? Start with a travel advisor who delivers. Your cruise planner's advisor is your go-to, saving you time, money, and stress, while hooking you up with exclusive deals, upgraded amenities, and early booking discounts. Get in the game with Griggs Travel at GriggsTravel.com. That's GriggsTravel.com. John Griggs, Port Allegheny grad, 1,000-point scorer, 3-sport standout, ready to help you plan your dream getaway. Cruises, resorts, hotels, tours, everything's handled, even your own travel app, and easy rate booking if plans change.
So we head to the top of the second inning as Ella Wrights takes over at first base for Whitehill. So whatever the reason for Wrights not starting, it didn't last very long as she's back in the game now. Is getting ready to lead off. It'll be DeSalvo followed by Kane and Measle against Smith, who took over after 8 batters for Bailey Carberry, who didn't get an out. So far, Smith has given up 1 run. Carberry, with no innings, gave up 6 hits, 2 walks, and 8 runs, all of them earned. No balls and 1 strike on DeSalvo, who had an RBI single and scored in the first, 9-run first inning for the Lancers, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike on DeSalvo. Winding the 1-1. That ball is hit to right field. Spinda says she has it. She does. And there's 1 away. So after the first 11 batters for Neshannock have reached base, the last 4 have committed outs. As Lily Kane steps to the plate. Kane, foul ball. Special thanks to Pete Greco, the District 9 softball chairman, Phil Esposito, who's the athletic director at Du Bois Central Catholic, also on the District 9 committee, providing food here in the press box today. That was really nice of them to do. From one of the best Italian stores in Du Bois, Caleri's. 1 ball and 1 strike here on Kane. Winding the 1-1. Misses, and it's now 2-1 on Lily Kane, who walked and scored in the first. It was 9 runs across the plate in that first inning for Neshannock. They lead 9-0 here in the second. Ball is popped up in foul territory. Third baseman Kraft has to reach back a little bit, but she makes the catch, and now there's 2 away. As Smith has definitely settled things down here a little bit for the Lady Rovers. As coming to the plate is Anna Measle. Measle had an RBI single and scored a run in the first. First 9 batters of the game scored for Neshannock. Measle takes ball 1. They had 8 hits. There were a couple walks, a hit batter as they sent 14 to the plate in the first and scored 9. That's where we stand, 9-0 here in the top of the second. Neshannock in the lead. There's a strike, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Measle. Smith's 1-1 is high, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Two and 1 on the third baseman, Measle. 2 outs, nobody on for Neshannock here in the second. They lead 9-0 as that's outside, and it's 3 and 1 on Measle. Wind in the 3-1. Ground ball, shortstop Myers up with it, throw across in time, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Nevada Smith. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base for Neshannock. We head to the bottom of the second, 9-0 Neshannock over Brockway in the PIAA 2A first round. Softball here on the YDL Sports Network.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front 9, coupled with a back 9 situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Ella Wrights will lead off here for Brockway. Take strike 1. Wrights was not in the starting lineup, replaced Whitehill after the top of the first. She grounds it to the first baseman, Kane, who steps on the bag, 1 away. That'll bring up Bella Patton. All right, folks, the scoreboard for some reason not working. Let's see if we can get that up now and showing the proper score. Not sure what happened there. Showing 9-0 on what I've got, but not showing up on the video. So I think we now have it correct on the video too. So not sure why that occurred, folks. I apologize. Ball was popped up into the air. First baseman Kane in foul territory makes the catch, and it's 2 away here in the bottom of the second. So that's why I give you the score as much as I do. You might be like, why does he give the score so much? But that's why, because it wasn't working on the scoreboard for some reason. So I'm going to see if we can figure out what's going on there. Is now coming to the plate is another pinch hitter. It'll be Jenna Glazel batting here for Framer. So Glassell will pinch hit for Framer. And promptly singles into left field. All right, so I think we've got whatever was going on with the scoreboard now, I think we've got that fixed. And again, I apologize, folks, for that, but sometimes technical difficulties end up happening. No balls in one strike here on Sierra Freemer. And on the wild pitch, Glassell will go to second. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike here. Now it's up high and it's 2-1 on Sierra Freemer. It's fouled at the plate and it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Freemer. As now Don Allenbaugh is going to come down and check on her, make sure that she's okay. Two balls, 2 strikes on Freemer. Sierra Freemer with Jenna Glassell at second. Wind in the 2-2. Called strike 3, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left on base. We head to the third. It is 9-0 in favor of Neshannock.
Every donation tells a story. Every purchase creates an opportunity. At Goodwill Industries of North Central Pennsylvania, your donations and purchases help provide job training, employment support, and life-changing services right here in our communities. Whether you're shopping for great bargains or donating gently used items, you're helping to make a difference. Donate, shop, change a life. Goodwill Industries of North Central Pennsylvania, turning donations into opportunities. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
So we go to the top of the third. It'll be Lambo, Frangel, and Nogue. 9-1 and 2 for Neshannock, up 9-0. Called strike 1. Lambo was the first batter Smith faced in the first inning, and she was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. 0-1 delivery coming. Shows bunt outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 on Olivia Lambo. Came in hitting .340 on the year with 11 RBI. She's now .340 with 12 driven in. Smith's 1-1. Fouled straight back, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Lambo. Lambo scored the 9th run in that first inning for Neshannock as the first 11 reached base for the Lancers in the top of the first as they put 9 on the board against Brockway. That's where we're at now, 9-0. That ball was hit to shallow left. Schmader coming in, and she'll make the catch. – One away for Rana Frenju. Comes to the plate. Frenju is 1 for 1 with a walk and an RBI single in that 9-run first. Shows bunt takes up high, ball 1. It's now 7 in a row retired by Smith after the first 3 against her reach base. 1-0 way outside, and it's 2 balls and no strikes on Frenjul. First of 3 audio broadcasts we'll have for you here today on the YDL Sports Network is next up here from Heindel Field, DuBois and North Hills in 5A. And then it'll be Juniata Valley and DuBois Central Catholic in 1. Ball is fouled off on a bunt, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike on Frenjul. Two and 1 on Frenjul. 1 out here in the third for Neshannock, up 9-0. That is high and a little outside, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike on Frenjul. So 3 and 1 on Frenjul. Smith's pitch fouled into the screen between home plate and first base. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Neshannock in a white top, white pants, red lettering. Brockway in red jerseys and white pants, white lettering. Rovers in the third base dugout. Lancers in the first base dugout. Payoff pitch to Frenjul. That ball is driven into right. Going back on it is Spinda. She'll make the catch. 2 away. So Neshannock is getting bat to ball against Smith, but ball is headed right to Rovers so far as she's retired 8 in a row. We'll bring up Jaden Nogue. Nogue in the first had a pair of hits, an RBI, scored once. Fly ball, center field going up on it first was Pat, and then she goes back and makes the catch, and it's 9 in a row set down by Smith. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Brockway needs to get the sticks going. They trail 9-0 as we go to the bottom of the third.
Fran Morelli Sales and Service is a family-owned and operated used car dealership and auto repair facility that has been serving Brockway, Pennsylvania since 1976. At Fran Morelli Sales and Service, we stock a wide variety of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. You never have to worry about buying a vehicle from us, with each of our vehicles in our inventory going through a rigorous inspection process to make sure that your vehicle is in the best condition. Call our team of experts today at 814-265-1330 and check us out at franmorelli.com.
When it comes to transforming your property, trust the team at Bassetti Landscaping. Whether it's a custom patio, retaining wall, landscaping design, outdoor lighting, or keeping your lawn looking its best, Bassetti Landscaping delivers quality craftsmanship and dependable service every step of the way. Ready to upgrade your outdoor living space? Call 814-265-8683 or visit BassettiLandscaping.com. Bassetti Landscaping, creating outdoor spaces with memories that last a lifetime.
It'll be 9, 1, and 2 for Brockway here in the third. Schmader, Kraft, and Spinda against Gianna Peglia. Giving up a pair of hits, has also struck out 2 in her 2 scoreless innings. 9-0 Neshannock here in the bottom of the third. Brockway's Schmader swings and misses strike 1. Wine in the 0-1. Swing and a miss by Schmader, 0-2. Schmader hitting .067 on the year. Schmader choking way up. Ready for Peglia's 0-2 delivery. Fouls it at the plate. Wind either blowing in or left to right, depending on which flag you're looking at. The big American flag at the fire tire behind the left field bleachers kind of shows it blowing in, but the flagpole next to the waterfall in right field shows it blowing left to right. There's a little chopper. Pitcher Paglia throws it, and it's off the glove of the first baseman, Kane, and on the air, Schmader reaches first. I have to almost give that air to the first baseman, I think. So Schmader will be at first after the air on the first baseman, Kane. Or was that the second baseman who was over covering? It might have been the second baseman covering. Not 100%. I think it was the second baseman covering. Either way, it's an error, and it's a strike here on Kraft. That ball is chopped. Third baseman Meagle will have no play, and it's going to be a base hit. And now it is first and second and nobody out for the Rovers here in the third, trying to cut into the 9-0 deficit. As Kraft just put that ball in play. Coming in was Measles. She kind of slipped, but she wasn't going to have a play on the speedy Kraft anyhow. So it's first and second, nobody out for Rihanna Spinda. Spinda swings and misses, strike one. Schmader at second, Kraft at first for Spinda, who takes high, ball one ball and one strike. Spinda grounded back to the circle in her first at bat in the first. We're in the bottom of the third, nobody out. Neshannock 9, Brockway nothing on 9 first inning runs. 1-1 delivery, swing and a miss, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Paglia has struck out 2 so far. Wind in the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away here in the Brockway third inning. That'll bring up Elizabeth Myers. Myers doubled in her first at bat, doubled hard into deep right field. High and tight, ball 1 to Myers. Myers came into the game hitting .468 on the year, 3 homers and 32 driven in. Wind in the 1-0. That ball is popped up and out of play off the roof over the covered grandstand here at Heindel Field, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Paglia ready with the 1-1. Inside, 2 balls and a strike. Two and 1 on Paglia. There's a ground ball. That is a fair ball down the first base line. Rounding third and scoring is Schmader. They're going to send Kraft to the plate. She's going to score. Myers is into third with a triple, and Brockway's on the board. They now trail 9-2. 2-run triple by Elizabeth Myers. Just fair over the first base bag. So still just 1 out as Mika Smith comes to the plate. Smith struck out in her first at bat. takes strike one. Paglia's 0-1. Put down a bunt. Runner coming to the plate, and it's mishandled by Measle, and her throw not in time, and on the air, another run will score. Give an RBI to Smith. She reaches first as Measle couldn't quite handle the ball. And it is now 9-3. So Brockway has cut that lead in the third as Jocelyn Lash comes out to talk to her pitcher, Paglia. So here in the third, an error on the pitcher Paglia allowed Schmader to reach first. Then the infield single by Kraft. After Spinda struck out, Myers with the 2-run triple, and now Mika Smith reaches on another error, this time by the third baseman Measle, with Myers scoring to make it 9-3. So now Ella Wright's to the plate. Wright's grounded to first in her first at bat. She was not in the starting lineup, coach's decision, but did pinch hit in or didn't come into play in the bottom or top of the second, excuse me. First pitch to Wright's little looper. That's going to get over the head of the shortstop Biondi. Stopping at second is Smith. And so now the Rovers sticks are out. And it's first and second for Bella Patton. Seventh batter of the inning for the Rovers. They still trail 9-3 after scoring 3 so far here in the third. Ball one high to Patton. Just one out. Smith, the runner at second. And there's a ball that's hit into center field. That's going to get over the head of the center fielder, Nogue. That's going to score 1 run. They're going to hold the runner at third, and it's now 9-4 on the RBI. Double to deep center by Patton. So that'll bring up Jenna Glassel, who singled in her last at bat. Single here could make it a 9-6 game, possibly. Glassel takes strike one. Glassel, the 8th rover to bat here in the third. They've got 4 home. Ball is popped up. Third baseman Measle gives it a look, but it is out of play, and it's no balls and 2 strikes here on Glassel. Oh and 2 on Glassel. Second and third, 1 out for Brockway here in the third with 4 in. Paglia's 0-2 pitch. Little slapper. That's going to be an out as she is tagged by the first baseman, Kane. Another run scores, and it's all of a sudden 9-5 as coming home on the ground out is Wright, and going to third is Patton. So there are now 2 outs. As Sierra Freemer, the 9th batter to bat in the inning, comes to the plate. Five are home for Brockway here in the third. Freemer takes ball 1. Freemer struck out looking to end last inning. She's the 9th batter to bat here for Brockway as each team is now batted around in this game. Neshannock 9 in the first. Brockway 5 so far here in the third. That's where we're at, 9-5. That ball is pop foul out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. That was over the first base side. One delivery to Freemer. That ball is lifted out into right field. Right fielder DeSalvo comes in and makes the catch, and the inning is over. 5 runs on on 4 hits. There were a pair of errors and 1 left on base. We go to the 4th. It's now Neshannock 9 and Brockway 5 here on the YDL Sports Network.
Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in DuBois. Whether it's a relaxing evening with friends at cozy family dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in DuBois, PA, crafted for you.
You've got dreams, might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
We go to the 4th. It's now 9-5 Neshannock after a 5-run third by Brockway. It'll be Antuano, Peglia, and Biondi for the Lancers. Is Antuano, who batted twice in the first, was 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored, takes ball 1 from David Smith, who has retired 9 in a row after allowing the first 3 in relief to reach on her in the first. There's a called strike, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. One delivery is high, and it's 2-1. On the catcher, Gabby Antuano, hitting .508 coming into the game, is 1 for 2. That's high, and now it's 3-1. So the last thing you want to do if you're Smith after your team just got you back in the game is walk the leadoff hitter here. But she's bound behind the count 3-1. Winding the delivery in there for a called strike, and it's 3-2. Smith's 3-2 pitch. That ball is ripped to deep left center field. That is going to be off the wall. It'll be fielded by the center fielder, Patton, and she gets it in and makes things a little closer at second than I think anybody thought, but it's a leadoff double for Antuano. First hit since the first inning for Neshannock, and that'll bring up Gianna Peglia. Peglia with an opportunity to help herself now. First pitch is lined into right field. That's going to be a base hit. Up with it is Spinda. They're going to hold Antuano at third, but it's first and third and nobody out here for Neshannock in the 4th. We're going to get a runner for Peglia. It's going to be Skodak again, I believe it is. Ella Skodak. So Skodak ran and scored in the first. As Callie Biondi comes to the plate. Defensive signals being given by Mika Smith. Ball is popped up and it'll be out of play off the roof. Strike one. So Smith back up on the rubber, ready with the 0-1. Bunted. Ball is fielded by Smith, but she looked the runner back to third and doesn't have a play at first. And on the bunt single, it is now bases loaded and nobody out here in the fourth for Neshannock and Gianna DeSalvo, who is 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a run scored. So nobody out as Neshannock trying to answer the 5 spot by Brockway. Infield in for the Rovers. First pitch to DeSalvo is outside, ball 1. Antuano doubled leading off, then Paglia singled to right, Biondi with the infield bunt single just now to load them up. Skodak is running for Paglia, she's at second. That misses inside, and it's now 2 balls and no strikes on DeSalvo. Two-0 delivery. Swing and a miss, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike here on DeSalvo. Bases full of Lancers. There's a ground ball to third. Throw to the plate in time. Throw down to first. Goes off the glove of the first baseman Wrights. That's going to allow a run to score. It'll be a fielder's choice for DeSalvo. Don't give her an RBI as Antuano scores on the error on the first baseman Wrights. Peggley will go to third. I'm sorry. Antuano doesn't score. She is out at the plate 5-2. Skodak scores. Going to third is Biondi, also on that error. And it is now 10-5 Neshannock.
Did someone question something? No, Blanca's not on the field. He came off the field.
So we've lost one of our umpires here. So one of our umpires has gone off the field, and here's a ball driven into the left field corner by Kane. That's going to roll around down there. One more run is home. Runners will go to second and third on the double by Kane. And it is now 11-5 Neshannock.
Third base, number 4, Anna Measles. Well, let's give him a minute and see if he just maybe something to eat. Okay.
So now Anna Measles to the plate. And she takes ball 1. 1 out, 2 runs in for Neshannock. It's 11-5 Lancers. Two balls and no strikes on Measle. I remember the days when softball playoff games used to be 1-0. This one is 11-5 in the fourth. 2-0 pitch. That misses. Oh, nope, that's a called strike, and it's 2 balls and a strike. My fault, folks. Sometimes softball umpires are a little slower with their mechanics, and that's fine. I should know that. And it's 2 balls and a strike. Wind in the 2-1. That ball is lined right at the shortstop, Myers, for out number 2. So 2 outs for Olivia Lambo. Smith's first pitch to Lambo. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 9 in the first for Neshannock, 2 so far here in the fourth. They've got 11. Brockway with 5 in the third. They've got 5. It's 11-5 in the fourth. Wind in the 0-1. Way outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. DeSalvo, the runner at third. Kane is at second. That ball is down the left field line, foul. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Lambo, who was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded in the first and flew out to left in the third. We're now in the fourth, 11-5 Neshannock. There's a ground ball. That is a fair ball down the left field line, and it's going to hit off the fence out there. Falling on her way around first was Lambo, so she'll just settle for a single, but it's a 2-run single, and it's now a lucky 13 for Neshannock. They lead 13-5. So DeSalvo and Kane each score. And now we're back to the top of the lineup, and Brianna Frenjul comes to the plate. She is the 8th batter to bat here for Neshannock in the fourth. Shows bunt, pulls back, runner heads to second. Smith's throw is not in time. Sliding in underneath the high throw was Lambo, and she's now at second. And it's 1 ball and no strikes on Frenjul. One ball and no strikes here on Frenjul. She takes a strike, and it's 1-1. Wind in the 1-1. Up high, 2 balls and 1 strike on Frenjul. Frenjul walked leading off the game and scored. Also had a RBI single in that first and then flew out to right in the third. Two balls and 1 strike on Frenjul. Shows bunt, lays it down. First baseman up with it, throw down, not in time, but wait a second here. We may get an interference. Yep, they're going to call her out. They're going to say she's out on the play. She was way inside the line on her way down to first. Jocelyn Lash is going to discuss it a little bit, but I don't think that's going to go anywhere. And we're going to step aside. If something different changes, we'll let you know.
You've got dreams, might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
As we go to the bottom of the fourth, it'll be Schmader leading off, followed by the top of the order, Kraft and Spinda. It's now 13-5 Neshannock, 9 in the first, 4 in the fourth for the Lancers, 5 in the third for Brockway. Four of those runs against Paglia last inning were unearned. Swing and a miss by Schmader, who reached on an error and scored in that 5-run third for the Rovers. Little chopper. They're going to say it's a foul ball. It's a foul ball. And it snowballs and 2 strikes on Schmader. So the play that ended the top of the fourth there by Frenju, they said that she was running way too far inside the line, therefore creating an issue for the throw by the catcher Smith down to first. Looks like it was the proper call. Thought that as soon as it happened, as there's a called strike 3 on Schmader. She's out number 1 here in the fourth. Fourth strikeout by Paglia. Bring up Peyton Kraft, who had an infield single, scored a run last inning. The umpire who had left the field is back on the field, which is great news. Never want to see anybody have to leave the field like that. Ball is slapped high in the air. Measle drops the ball at third. Oh my goodness, it was in her glove and it comes out. She looked like she had it, and then she had to reach low for it, and it ends up going as an error on the third baseman, Measle, and Brockway has a runner at first with 1 out here in the fourth for Rihanna Spinda. Strike 1. Spinda 0 for 2. Wine in the 0-1. High, 1 ball and 1 strike. One in the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2. One ball and 2 strikes on Spinda. Kraft is at first with 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. 13-5 Neshannock over Brockway. Rovers at the plate as Spinda pops it up. Measle will take a look, but it is into the Brockway dugout. And it remains 1 ball and 2 strikes on Spinda. Wine in the 1-2, fouled again by Spinda. There's a comebacker to the pitcher on a little liner, and it'll be an out. Getting back to first safely is Kraft. There's now 2 away here in the bottom of the fourth for Brockway, and Elizabeth Myers, who's 2 for 2 with a double and a triple, comes to the plate. That ball is flowing out to left. Left fielder Lambo is there, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits. There was an error and 1 left on base. At the end of 4, it is now 13-5 Neshannock over Brockway here on the YDL Sports Network.
Every donation tells a story. Every purchase creates an opportunity. At Goodwill Industries of North Central Pennsylvania, your donations and purchases help provide job training, employment support, and life-changing services right here in our communities. Whether you're shopping for great bargains or donating gently used items, you're helping to make a difference. Donate, shop, change a life. Goodwill Industries of North Central Pennsylvania, turning donations into opportunities.
Fran Morelli Sales and Service is a family-owned and operated used car dealership and auto repair facility that has been serving Brockway, Pennsylvania since 1976. At Fran Morelli Sales and Service, we stock a wide variety of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. You never have to worry about buying a vehicle from us, with each of our vehicles in our inventory going through a rigorous inspection process to make sure that your vehicle is in the best condition. Call our team of experts today at 814-265-1330 and check us out at franmorelli.com.
Need supplies for your lawn, garden, livestock, or home? Come to Wayland Farm Supply in DuBois. Serving the DuBois community since 1959, we carry top quality animal feed, farm essentials, garden gear, and power equipment, plus delivery, propane refills, and mower sharpening. Friendly staff, great products, and service you can count on all year long. Visit wayland-farm-supply.com or stop by today on Watson Highway in DuBois.
We go to the top of the fifth inning with Neshannock leading Brockway 13-5. It'll be Nogue, Antuano, and Paglia due up for the Lancers. Showing bunt, laying it down, and it's going to be a out. They're going to call her for being out of the box. So now that's two in a row now for Neshannock on unusual outs. So one away as they call her for being out of the box on the bunt. Well, now they're bringing her back. Yeah, okay. I thought he called her out. He did. He definitely called her out. So she is out. Little confusion there because, again, it's not the most usual call that you're going to see. So now Jocelyn Lash again discussing things with the home plate umpire as he's explaining to her, and she's thinking about it for a second, and we'll just walk quietly back to the first base coaching box where she's been coaching. So one away here. So two really unusual plays there with the home plate umpire being involved, unfortunately, in both of them. I think he got both calls. Well, I know he got the call end of last inning right. That one I couldn't tell you, wasn't paying enough attention to where she was at. So I'm going to assume he got it right. And it's 1 ball and no strikes out on Antuano, the catcher. 2-0 on Antuano. Antuano doubled and scored in the first. Also doubled in the fourth. Head in the count, 2 balls and no strikes against Nevada Smith, who replaced Bailey Carberry after Carberry failed to get an out, facing 8 batters in the top of the first where Neshannock scored 9. It's now 3-0 here on Antuano. Wind in the 3-0. There's a called strike, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Three and 1 here on Antuano. That ball is hit towards center. Patton coming in. It's going to land in front of her for a base hit. So it's a 1-out single for Antuano. Her 3rd hit of the game. That'll bring up Gianna Paglia. Paglia singled in the first and in the fourth. She has an RBI. Her courtesy runner, Skodak, has scored twice. As she lines this one towards center. Patton is there. She'll make the catch. And there are 2 away here in the Neshannock 5th inning. That'll bring up Callie Biondi. Biondi has got a pair of hits and 3 at-bats with a couple of runs scored and an RBI. Winding the delivery, fouled straight back, strike one. The ball is popped up. First baseman. Wrights will make the catch, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, no errors, and one left on base. We go to the bottom of the fifth. It is 13-5 in favor of Neshannock.
When it comes to transforming your property, trust the team at Bassetti Landscaping. Whether it's a custom patio, retaining wall, landscaping design, outdoor lighting, or keeping your lawn looking its best, Bassetti Landscaping delivers quality craftsmanship and dependable service every step of the way. Ready to upgrade your outdoor living space? Call 814-265-8683 or visit BassettiLandscaping.com. Bassetti Landscaping, creating outdoor spaces with memories that last a lifetime. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Baseball trip that I was doing, we were just driving through, we saw it, we're like, gotta stop.
Every donation tells a story. Every purchase creates an opportunity. At Goodwill Industries of North Central Pennsylvania, your donations and purchases help provide job training, employment support, and life-changing services right here in our communities. Whether you're shopping for great bargains or donating gently used items, you're helping to make a difference. Donate, shop, change a life. Goodwill Industries of North Central Pennsylvania, turning donations into opportunities.
Back here as we go to the bottom of the fifth, 13-5, Neshannock. Two-time defending state champion trying to make it into the quarterfinals once again this year. James Dotson of the Lawrence County Sports Network tells me that Neshannock's last loss was to Everett right here at Heindel Field in DuBois. State playoff loss a couple of years ago. 3 years ago, actually, 2023. Leading off here for Brockway in the fifth is Mika Smith. It'll be Smith, Wright, and Patton for the Rovers. They had gotten back in this game with 5 in the bottom of the third to cut a 9-0 lead to 9-5, but then scoring 4 in the fourth was Neshannock to get back up to an 8-run lead at 13-5, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike here on Mika Smith. Winding the 1-1 up high, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and 1 here on Smith. Peglia's pitch called strike 2, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wind in a 2-2. That's high, and it's now 3-2 on Mika Smith, who is 0 for 2, but reached on an error and scored in that 5-run third. 13-5 Neshannock here in the fifth. Ball is lined into left field. That's going to go down and get into the corner. It's going to bounce away from the left fielder, Lambo. On her way to second, now heading to third is Smith, and she'll be in there with a stand-up triple. So if you've never been to Heindel Field, the left field corner is at an angle, and it plays kind of like a pull ball. And so if you're not used to playing that left field corner, it can bounce away from you, and it did just that to Lambo, and it's a leadoff triple for Smith. That'll bring up Ella Wrights. Wrights, who didn't start the game, came in the top of the second, is 1 for 2. Swings and misses, strike one. One in the 0-1. Pops it up. Shortstop going back for it. She'll drop it. She drops it, and scoring is Smith, and going to second is Wrights on the air by the shortstop, Biondi. Biondi's back was to the infield, and she ends up dropping the ball. And now a runner at second for Patton. It's now 13-6. Patton swings and misses, strike one. Oh, 1 delivery, little grounder. Second baseman Frangels throw across, not in time. Ball will get out of the glove of the first baseman Kane, and on the play coming home to score is Wrights, and it's now 13-7. Charging air there to the first baseman Kane. Infield single for Patton. So Jenna Glassell at the plate takes ball one high. This game has been crazy. 13-7 right now here in the bottom of the fifth. Neshannock 9 in the first, 4 in the fourth. Brockway 5 in the third, 2 so far here in the fifth, just 1 out. Or nobody out, excuse me. 1 ball and 1 strike here on Glassell. Glassell also wasn't in the original starting lineup, but this is her third plate appearance of the game. Glassell, little ground ball, foul ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That was down the third base side. Still a 6-run lead for Neshannock. But remember, twice in the district playoffs, Brockway went to the 6th as the home team losing and ended up winning both of those games. They have kind of been the playoff cardiac kids here in District 9. Still 1-2 after a foul ball by Glassell, the freshman. Glassell, little grounder. Tag made, nice play. Throw on to first, double play. So Frangel tagged out. Patton heading to second. And then throws to first for the double play. So 2 outs now for Brockway in the fifth. As that cleans things up here, is now Don Augenboss going out to talk, and I'm not sure what that's all about. He's asking whether or not they actually tagged her. So I think what he's saying is that she didn't have that his feeling, I think, was that she had the ball in her hand and then not in the glove. And so but the umpires aren't going to change their mind on that. So if the ball wasn't in her glove and she tagged with the glove, then it wouldn't be an out. But they're saying that she did tag with the glove. As Freemer fouls that one away, strike one. Really, that's a base running mistake by Patton, who can't allow herself to get tagged like that. 0-1. That ball is popped up. Frangel, the second baseman, is there, and the inning is over. 2 runs on 2 hits. There were 1 error. Or were there 2 errors that inning? There were 2 errors that inning. And nobody left on base. We head to the 6th. It's now 13-7 Neshannock.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com. Looking to score big on your next vacation? Start with a travel advisor who delivers. Your Cruise Planners Advisor is your go-to, saving you time, money, and stress, while hooking you up with exclusive deals, upgraded amenities, and early booking discounts. Get in the game with Griggs Travel at GriggsTravel.com. That's GriggsTravel.com. John Griggs, Port Allegheny grad, 1,000-point scorer, 3-sport standout, ready to help you plan your dream getaway. Cruises, resorts, hotels, tours, everything's handled, even your own travel app, and easy rate booking if plans change.
So it'll be DeSalvo, Kane, and Measle here in the 6th for Neshannock, up 13-7. Fouled out of play, strike 1.
Thanks, Dave. You jinxed me.
Is now umpires out of balls. Well, kind of looking up here in the press box. Pete Greco, District 9 softball chair, coming down with some softballs. So over in District 10, Sharon 4-0 over Mount Pleasant. Another no-hitter for Maddie Vogan, who came a hit batter away from a perfect game. Brian Hagberg will have stuff on the D9and10sports.com website for us later on. 1 ball and 1 strike now here on DeSalvo. Winding the 1-1. That ball is foul, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes over the head of the first baseman Wrights.
There's some decent balls in it. Yeah, I'm going to steal 1 hour at a time from that. Just I feel like we usually do for the minute.
That misses outside, and it's 2-2 here on DeSalvo.
So you guys are 8 balls already to teams. Okay. I'm going to try one of the other ones from downstairs. It's decent in this.
Ball is flown out to deep center. Going back on it is Patton. She'll make the catch a step shy of the warning track, and there's 1 away here in the 6th inning for Neshannock. Mercyhurst Prep has just defeated Riverview 4-0 in the 2A baseball playoffs. Foul ball, strike 1 here on Kane. No balls and one strike here on Lily Kane. No balls and two strikes. No balls and two strikes here on Lily Kane. That ball is driven into the left center field gap. That's going to go off the wall. Pad the center fielder up with it. Her throw will come in. Kane chugs into second with a double. One out double for Lily Kane. Brings up Anna Measle. That is the third hit of the game, or second hit, second double of the game for Measle, or for Kane. As Measle steps to the plate, she is 1 for 3.
One of his players was standing and she said, my whole career, she's the only one I was scared of bad. She was not that I thought I'd get hit. She just can't believe how fast.
First pitch to Measle, little high, ball one.
Well, I don't know if it was the Corn City or the history card said, even her fastball moves. She doesn't throw anything. Well, everything moves. That's absolutely the key.
Misses outside, and it's 2 balls and no strikes on Measle with Kane at second and 1 out for Neshannock here in the 6th. The Lancers lead Brockway 13-7. We're supposed to have a game at 2 here. That game is not starting at 2 o'clock. 2-0 pitch, ground ball, shortstop Myers up with it. Looks the runner back, throw on. Now the runner going to third. Throw over to third is not in time. It was bang, bang at third, but getting in safely is Kane. Measle is out at first, and they're now 2 away here in the Neshannock 6th. As Olivia Lambo steps to the plate. Lambo takes ball 1 high and outside. Wind in the 1-0. Rip foul, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Lambo. Looking at my scorecard, as you would imagine, in a 13-7 game that has had 7 errors, it's a mess. 1 ball and 1 strike here on Lambo. Ball is popped up. Myers, the shortstop, is there. She'll put it away, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit. No errors, and 1 left on base for Neshannock. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 13-7, Neshannock over Brockway.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. When it comes to transforming your property, trust the team at Bassetti Landscaping. Whether it's a custom patio, retaining wall, landscaping design, outdoor lighting, or keeping your lawn looking its best, Bassetti Landscaping delivers quality craftsmanship and dependable service every step of the way. Ready to upgrade your outdoor living space? Call 814-265-8683 or visit BassettiLandscaping.com. Bassetti Landscaping, creating outdoor spaces with memories that last a lifetime.
It'll be Schmader, I think, leading off, although it looks like it's going to be a pinch hitter. It is going to be a pinch hitter here for Brockway. Not quite sure who the pinch hitter is yet. Peyton Caleri, number 15, will pinch hit for Schmader here in the 6th. First pitch is taken down low, ball 1. There's a ground ball. That is a fair ball. Kane will step on first, and there's one out here in the Brockway 6th. That'll bring up Peyton Kraft. Kraft is 2 for 3 with a cup. Oh, sorry, 1 for 3. He's reached on an air, also an infield single. Kraft way back in the batter's box here against Peglia. Little slapper, shortstop, up with it, throw over. Never going to get the speedy Kraft, who has her second hit of the game. Bring up Brianna Spinda. Remember, Brockway has rallied in its last 2 playoff games in this very inning, the 6th. They need 6, though, just to tie this one here. As Spinda at the plate. Spinda fouls that away, strike 1. If you're the Rovers, what you really want to do here is probably score 3, then hold Neshannock so that you don't have quite as big of a hole going to the 7th. That's in the dirt. Nice stop by Antuano, the catcher, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike here on Spinda. Spinda has grounded out, struck out, and soft line back to the pitcher, Peglia. Senior digs in, 1-1 pitch. High, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Winding the 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Spinda. Two balls, 2 strikes here on Spinda. Wind in the delivery. Little chopper. Third baseman Measle up with it. Throw across. Gets the speedy Spinda. 2 away. Kraft goes to second. And now Elizabeth Myers, who is 2 for 3 with a double and a triple, a run scored, came into the day hitting .468 with 3 homers and 32 driven in. Don't forget, folks, when the season is over, we will have a all-district team in both District 9 and District 10 for both baseball and softball. Called strike 1 on the outside corner. So make sure to get on to d9and10sports.com during the summer. We'll have plenty of stuff for you. Even though it's the summer, we'll do some player features and some countdowns of the top 25 moments in District 9 and District 10 this year. All kinds of stuff for you guys. There's a grounder right back to the pitcher, Peglia, throw on to first, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We go to the 7th. It is 13-7, Neshannock.
Fran Morelli Sales and Service is a family-owned and operated used car dealership and auto repair facility that has been serving Brockway, Pennsylvania since 1976. At Fran Morelli Sales and Service, we stock a wide variety of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. You never have to worry about buying a vehicle from us, with each of our vehicles in our inventory going through a rigorous inspection process to make sure that your vehicle is in the best condition. Call our team of experts today at 814-265-1065 1330 and check us out at franmorelli.com.
Every donation tells a story. Every purchase creates an opportunity. At Goodwill Industries of North Central Pennsylvania, your donations and purchases help provide job training, employment support, and life-changing services right here in our communities. Whether you're shopping for great bargains or donating gently used items, you're helping to make a difference. Donate, shop, change a life. Goodwill Industries of North Central Pennsylvania, turning donations into opportunities. With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
We go to the 7th. It'll be the top of the order. Frangel, Nogue, and Antuano for Neshannock. They lead 13-7. First pitch swinging, fly ball to center. Patton going back on it. She'll make the catch. One away. Remember, about a half hour after this one on a separate stream, we'll have DuBois and North Hills right here on the YDL Sports Network. As Jaden Nogue steps to the plate. 9 runs in the first inning has really been what has Neshannock out to this 13-7 lead. Brockway has fought back in this game. They got it to 9-5. Then it was 13-5. Now it's 13-7. 1 ball and no strikes on Nogue here in the top of the 7th with 1 out for Neshannock. The 2-time defending state champions who are the WPIAA runners-up this year. And that ball hits Nogue in the head. And I'm kind of laughing because not that it's funny that it hit her in the head, but it wasn't a real hard pitch. It was almost like an underhand softball slow pitch that just came up and hit the top of her helmet. Second hit batter by Smith. We'll bring up Antuano. She takes strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. Line drive, base hit into left field. Left fielder Schmader will get it in, and now there's runners at first and second in 1 out here as Neshannock looks for some Ross Becker insurance runs. Ross Becker Insurance with 3 locations to serve you. Seneca on your way to Cranberry High School. Also in Corey and Northeast. Gianna Peglia comes to the plate. So, by the way, the 4th hit for Antuano, who is 4 for 5 in this game. Ball 1 here to Peglia, who is 2 for 4. 16 hits for Neshannock. 1-0 pitch. There's the second baseman having trouble with it as Freemer, and it will not be in time at first as Freemer could never quite get a handle on that little chopper. And by the time she did, her throw was late. And so on the air, the bases are loaded with 1 out. And now Skodak will come back into, oh, no, it's not Skodak this time. It is going to be number 23, Orelli. So Joanna Orelli. So Orelli will now run this time for Peglia. Was actually talking to Gianna before the game. Wanted to know if she was any relation to Chet Orelli, who went to Clarion University when I was working there. In fact, worked for us a little bit in sports information and told me it was her dad's cousin. Ball 1 here to Callie Biondi. So Chet, I don't know if you're out there listening to this game, but if you happen to be, hello. Chris Rossetti here. It's now 2 balls and no strikes here on Biondi. Bases loaded, and just one out here in the 7th for Neshannock, trying to add to their 13-7 lead. Smith's 2-0 delivery. Ground ball. Third baseman Kraft will come home for one. On to first. Ball was thrown away. It's thrown away by the catcher Smith, and that'll allow another run to score, and it's 14-7. So on the play, Nogue is out 5-3. Antoine scores on the air on the catcher Smith. Orelli goes to third, and Biondi will be at first on the fielder's choice. So what should have been a bases loaded situation with 2 outs, it'll be first and third, and a run will be in here now with 2 outs. 14-7, and there's a long conversation among the infielders, the catcher, and the pitcher Smith. As I see what we have. We have a discussion going on by the manager Don Allenbaugh, who's questioning what happened down at first base. Felt maybe there should have been interference. Maybe he's not going to get that. As the home plate umpire is just kind of shrugging his shoulders at him, like, "What do you want me to do about it?" So it's first and third with Biondi at first and Orelli at third. And ball one here to Gianna DeSalvo. 14-7 Neshannock now. We'll see if we can get a starting time on that second game. They're going to go 20 minutes after this game is what I'm being told. Here's a fly ball to left. Schmader coming in. She'll make the catch. And the inning is over. But a run scores on a hit. 2 errors. And 2 left on base. We head to the bottom of the 7th. It is 14-7 Neshannock over Brockway.
When it comes to transforming your property, trust the team at Bassetti Landscaping. Whether it's a custom patio, retaining wall, landscaping design, outdoor lighting, or keeping your lawn looking its best, Bassetti Landscaping delivers quality craftsmanship and dependable service every step of the way. Ready to upgrade your outdoor living space? Call 814-265-8683 or visit BassettiLandscaping.com. Bassetti Landscaping, creating outdoor spaces with memories that last a lifetime. Every donation tells a story. Every purchase creates an opportunity. At Goodwill Industries of North Central Pennsylvania, your donations and purchases help provide job training, employment support, and life-changing services right here in our communities. Whether you're shopping for great bargains or donating gently used items, you're helping to make a difference. Donate, shop, change a life. Goodwill Industries of North Central Pennsylvania, turning donations into opportunities.
As we go to the bottom of the 7th, Brockway needs 7. They trail 14-7. It'll be Smith, Wrights, and Patton against Gianna Peglia, who has given up 7 runs. There's a ground ball to third. Third baseman, Measle on to first, 1 away.
First baseman number 99, Ella Wright.
One away now for Ella Wrights. First pitch to Wrights. Up high, ball one. That ball is lined into right field, and it's going to get past the right fielder, DeSalvo. On her way to second is Wrights. She's not stopping there. She's headed to third. The throw hits her in the back. She'll have a single and then a two-base error on the right fielder, DeSalvo. So Brockway not done yet. Runner at third with one out for Bella Patton. Patton takes ball one. Fouls that one back. One ball and one strike to the left-handed hitting Patton. It's now 2-1 on Patton. There's a line drive base hit into right field. That'll score a run, and it is now 14-8 on the RBI single to right by Patton. Bring up Jenna Glazel. Glazel 1 for 3, has a base hit, is also hit into a double play. There's a ground ball. Throw to first, not in time, is beating out the grounder to shortstop is Glazel. And it's now first and second with one out for Sierra Freemer. Freemer takes ball one. It's now 2-0 on Freemer. And it's now 3-0 on Freemer. Not sure who they're going to bat next. Schmader would be the batter on deck, but it looks like, well, it is Schmader warming up over there. 3 balls and no strikes here on Freemer. Peglia looks into the dugout, has her sign, is ready with the 3-0 delivery. There's a called strike, and it's 3-1. Run in, Patton's at second, Glassel's at first. 14-8 right now in Neshannock. 3-1 delivery coming to Freemer. Peglia's pitch popped up. Misa will give it a look. It's out of play, and it's now 3-2 on Freemer. Again, about 20 minutes following this one on a separate stream, we'll have the North Hills Du Bois game. Wind in the 3-2. Popped up. That should be an infield fly. They do call it. Second baseman Frangel will make the catch, and they're now 2 away. And it's up to Sophia Schmader to keep the Brockway season alive. Schmader 0 for 2, reached on an error and scored in the 3rd, struck out looking in the 4th, was pinch hit for in the 6th. Peglia's pitch down low, ball 1. Ball gets away from the catcher. And on the wild pitch, runners will go up 60 feet, and now runners are at 2nd and 3rd. And it's 1 ball and no strikes on Schmader. Schmader trying to find a way to reach any way she can and get it back to the top of the order for the Rovers, who trail 14-8 here in the 7th. Peglia's pitch, swing and a miss, 1 ball and 1 strike. Because of the second broadcast, folks, coming up after this one in about 20 minutes on a separate stream, there won't be much of a post-game show. I will name a Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game, but then we'll get off. This ball is popped up and out of play, and now Brockway's down to its final strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Schmader. So 1 and 2 on Schmader. With 2 outs here in the 7th, and the Brockway Rovers trailing 14-8. That's high, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Schmader. Wind in the 2-2. Just fouled off, and it remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, the North Hills DuBois game will probably start somewhere in the neighborhood of 2:25 or so, maybe 2:30. Wind in the 2-2. Little chopper. First baseman Kane has it. She'll tag Schmader, and the ball game is over. Final score here from Heindel Field. 2-time defending champion Neshannock 14, Brockway 8 in the 2A first round. Neshannock will move on to play the winner of the Sagertown Laurel game on Thursday. So that's going to do it for us here. We are going to name our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game. It is Gabby Antuano of the Neshannock Lancers. We'll be back in about 20 minutes with the DuBois North Hills game on a separate stream. Thanks, folks, for joining us today. Final score, Neshannock 14, Brockway 8.